Welcome to Craig's Gun Channel. I've done a lot of videos on flashlights and I've always been really interested in them. So in this video, we're going to use the Wayback Machine to take a look at a couple of flashlights that really bring back fond memories for me. So let's set the dials back about 45 years and see what we can find. RadioShack was established in 1921 as an amateur radio mail-order business, and in 1962 Tandy Corporation purchased them, shifting their focus from mail-order radio equipment to hobbyist electronic components to be sold in retail stores. The digital age was approaching, and they were poised to be able to take full advantage of it. The 70s and 80s were particularly good for them, as the computer and electronic age took full hold of the consumer market, and savvy marketing and growth strategies saw them opening locations not only nationwide, but globally as well. One of those growth strategies was frequent giveaways of items to entice people into their stores, with flashlights being one of the main things that they gave away. As they were close by, my family took full advantage of every opportunity to add a new light to the family collection whenever one of their ads showed up. So, let's see if I can score one of my favorites. Well, we were in luck. I was able to find their 4 C-cell lantern flashlight. Let's take a closer look. The 4 C-cell lantern flashlight was first listed in their catalog in 1985 with a retail price of $1.98 and was quickly added to their free with coupon offers. In today's dollars, that translates into $5.77, so still a value. And of course, the more better price of free with coupon meant we had several of these in the house. Most flashlights that people had in the mid-80s were the standard 2 D-cell variety, a style that had been around it seemed like forever. Some other types were around, including lantern styles. However, they were generally fairly expensive, and they used very expensive disposable batteries. So when RadioShack brought out their version of a lantern flashlight that used common and relatively inexpensive C-cell batteries, well, it was well received. It's 4.75 inches wide, 6.5 inches tall, and 2.5 inches deep from its front of the bezel to the back. The bezel itself was 3 3/8 inches in diameter, and with all 4 batteries installed, it weighed 15 ounces. Construction was almost entirely out of bold red plastic with a clear plastic lens, chrome-plated plastic reflector, and white plastic switch. 3 pieces of metal spring strip were bent in such a way as to act as the battery spring, switch contact, and bulb holder. The control button simply pressed down on one side to push the metal strip to the top of the battery pack to complete the circuit to light the bulb. Its 4 C-cells provided up to 6 volts of power to its bulb, creating 25 lumens. As most handhelds of the day only produced around 6 lumens, this was actually a lot of light for the time. We've been spoiled by today's efficient LED technology that can deliver several hundred lumens of light from far smaller packages. These showed up during the last year of me hanging out with my friends growing up, but we used them a lot for that year, and this brings back a lot of fond memories for me. So what happened to RadioShack? Well, at their peak in 1999, they operated over 8,000 RadioShack stores in the United States, Mexico, and Canada, and under the Tandy name in the Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, France, the United Kingdom, and Australia. However, consumer interest in electronic hobbies began to wane, and their brand saw more and more competition from other retailers, and they offered similar products and eventually even at better prices. And as the century changed, so did their continued growth trajectory. Today they're all but forgotten, with cameo spots in shows like Stranger Things being the only way that today's generation may have even heard of them. I hope you enjoyed this trip to the past to look at some of the old flashlight tech that was a big part of my life. If so, please hit the like button and subscribe if you want to continue to see more like it. We value your comments and opinions, so let us know if you too had any of these deals from the shack. And until next time, stay safe.